Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. It is a reading for September 2024. It's the end of the month, so we have to start looking at September, and we'll have an overview here. We'd have a little short stack of oracle decks. We'll find out what the overall energy is for the month for you, and then we will look at the Psychic Tarot. I do have a spread that I've created for today, so we will go over that. We will clarify that a little bit as well. Pisces, if you are interested in a private reading, there is a private reading sale on. Please look at the pinned comment below this video. All the information is there. You will get between $5 and $20 off of all of my readings. So depending on the type of reading that you choose, you will get between $5 and $20 off a reading, and all the information you need is in that link to Wizio if you would like to book a reading. The reading sale is going to go on for the month of September, so from now until the end of September. All right, let's get to it. Let's find out what is going on for you, Pisces, my water family. I hope you are well. If you are just rolling in up on here and all these shenanigans as a new Pisces, welcome, or someone who's cross-watching. And yeah, I hope that you will stay. There is a subscription button down on the bottom right-hand corner of this box where I live. And if you would like to join us, I hope that you do. But if you just give me a view today, a click and a view, and you just move along, I hope that you'll be back. Let's find out what's going on for you, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's find out what's going on for Pisces. Tell me what the overall energy for the month is for Pisces. We do have standstill and we have pleasure. Look, it might be quiet right now. Things might be in a standstill in the month of August. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel like nothing is moving, that everything looks the same. I'm looking at this bird that kind of is blending in with the background. And maybe you're up to your knees in emotion. There's water here as well. We do have pleasure. I'm going to say you're going to get movement. You're going to go from the standstill to pleasure. Now, for some of you, that might end up being that you travel, but for others of you, I think that you're on this path, this really lush path that's very abundant. And for some of you, maybe you are going to spend some time out at the cabin or in nature, but it feels like that you get some movement here because there is a path, and we do have a deer here. So it feels like there is, yeah, I want to say that there is, that you're being watched, that the universe is watching you, but I want to say that there is a path that you can take. And I feel like if you felt stuck in August, I feel like there is a new path that's showing up in September. So you've been very patient. You are one of the most patient of the water signs. And so we do have action here. So patience, action is coming. There is a new beginning, my friend. And there is a new beginning in something. We'll see what it is. Let's figure it out here. Let's get more information for you. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome if you are cross-watching, of course. You're always welcome to do that. Tell me about Pisces. We have forgiveness here. Interesting. Maybe things start to move forward because of forgiveness. It says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. It definitely will. And, you know, sometimes people think that because you're mad at one person, it blocks that one person. It's not the truth. The truth is if you harbor resentment, that is something that you've got inside yourself, right? You're harboring resentment, or you're stuck with somebody, and it ends up permeating through all of the things that are going on in your life, in your home life, in your work life. And so I feel like giving forgiveness is never for them. It's always for you. You don't have to forgive and forget, but you can kind of let it go and just leave it at a point where you might say, please forgive them. They know not what they do. Maybe you're just asking the universe for forgiveness for them, and just leave it where it is. So I feel like either you're receiving forgiveness or you're getting it. Maybe someone is removing a block they had with you. Maybe they resented you for some reason. But I feel like it did block the flow of love, and that might have been why you were at the standstill, because it does permeate through other parts of your life. It's not just with that one person. It is a block, period. So let's find out what else is going on for Pisces. It is a general reading. Please remember that. You can flip-flop it the way you want. Maybe the situation is the other way around. Could be. Tell me more about Pisces, please. What else do we need to know about Pisces? We've got acceptance. There is something that you're accepting. You're resolving issues. I like it. And this is all taking you from the standstill, taking you to a path of pleasure. It's going to be a lot easier to breathe. It usually is when you're in nature for sure. Bottom of the deck, woo, twin flame. What's this about? So we have resolving issues. First, we have acceptance. This is accept the past and current situations. Work through issues gracefully. Look, if we have twin flame on the deck here, it could be that somebody here is resenting the twin flame. It's a hard situation to be in if you've never been in it. And somebody might be angry or pissed off with the twin flame because they're not coming around. It could be that. Maybe you've decided to just leave it, release it, let it go, give forgiveness and be on your way instead of waiting around for this. So we do have resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma. So this is talking about inner conflict, and we were talking about that already. I feel like you're going to have some sort of resolve over some sort of forgiveness, and it's going to shake you free from wherever you've been feeling stuck. Ask your angels, seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. I'm also going to put this card right here, because I feel like some of you are trying to forgive the twin flame. Some of you are manifesting them and they are not showing up. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So when you can't make a decision about something, it might be about this forgiveness, it's time to check in with the intuition. It will never let you down. All right, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you. First card that we lay down, Pisces, is going to be what you need to take a step back from in September. There's something here that you need to pull away from or take a step back from. Tell me what that is for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces. Tell me about Pisces, please. What does Pisces need to step away from or back away from in September? We have temptation. Okay, so things that would tempt you, people that would tempt you, situations that would tempt you. This is the card of the devil, right? So it could be codependent relationships. Could be somebody that you can't disconnect from. Somebody that keeps coming around, keeps coming back, round and round, that you have a hard time disconnecting from because they are a temptation. Could also be a temptation of food, a temptation to spend money. Look, there's all kinds of temptations. It's not just love, right? What do you need to step toward in the month of September? What do you need to step toward in the month of September? You need to step toward hope. So I feel like you are going to be the shining star in the month of September here. Welcome to Virgo season, I'm just going to say, because I feel like it feels like you are going to have some sort of it feels like you're going to have some sort of an awakening or a bright shining star over your head. It's like people see you from a distance. That might bring back the temptation. Do you know what I mean? It feels like there is somebody who's looking to tempt somebody, and they might be able to find you because you're the shining star. I feel like you are the star of your life in the month of September here, and it's energy of hope, but it's also creating balance. It is a connection to the universe, to your soul connection to your source, right? Right. What will your finances bring in the month of September? We've got wisdom. Okay, so you're learning about finances. It feels to me that somebody is going to come across something that is going to give you stability. For some of you, your finances, maybe you're the person saving for a home. We have a house and a family in the background here. But I feel like wisdom, the higher self, it feels like you're paying attention to the lessons that you've learned, or you're about to learn new lessons, because this is the spiritual teacher. This is the one who's on a solid, steady, sturdy path, the one that always does the right thing, who is the teacher, who learns the things first and then teaches them to others. So I feel like your finances is something that either you have been learning about or you will be learning about in Virgo season. Look, Virgo season is about getting our crap together. That's what it is. Things slow down. We get to go over the details. We're very practical with our energy. We observe rather than rushing into it. We observe. We hold back just a little bit. And so I feel like your finances, what is going to happen with your finances is you're going to learn more about it. Somebody is going to teach you something you didn't know about your finances, which is going to help them along for the month of September. How do you get to your financial goals in September? Triumphant success. I feel like it's like pushing through, I want to say. We do see that somebody's hand is coming through the ground with this, it almost looks like Excalibur, right? Excalibur, I think that the sword was in a stone. It's like somebody is like coming from the depths of somewhere. I want to say that maybe your finances really had buried you in August, or maybe you had struggles with it. It feels like you're having a breakthrough. That's what it feels like. Somebody's breaking through the solid ground in order to get some clarity, have some sort of triumphant success. So I feel like you will be making your financial goals, whatever those are for you, different for everybody, of course. We'll clarify all of this with tarot. We'll go back and clarify. What's the most important thing that you should be working on this month? What is the most important thing you should be working on this month, Pisces? We have the heart chakra. So opening up your heart, being more vulnerable. It's really important to have the heart chakra open. So if you're not aware about how to open your heart chakra, visit your nearest Reiki master, or please just go Google it. Figure out what the heart chakra is. What do you have to do? How do you know if your heart chakra is closed? How do you know when your heart chakra is open? Do your research and figure it out. But I feel like the thing that you're supposed to be paying attention to is the heart chakra. The last card we're going to put on the table, we're going to talk about a new romantic partner for the future. Is there a new romantic partner coming in the future for Pisces? We're talking about new, so somebody you don't know, right? We have truth. Well, the truth is coming out. I would say that the judgment card is a yes. I would say, look at this. You've only got one card that's minor arcana. The rest are major arcana. When the major arcana show up, Pisces, it's because the universe is telling you shit's got to change. Stuff has to change here. There's major changes that need to happen. And when the major arcana show up, it isn't anything that you have control over. So you need to release it. You need to release it and release it to the universe, because the universe is bringing in some changes here for you that all you can do is react or respond. You really don't have a choice as to what's arriving, but you are being, it's like you're being tested, right? There's a bunch of things that are coming into your life that you're going to have to change in order to be able to fit into this this path that the universe has for you, which I believe, it's my belief, it doesn't have to be yours. I believe that that we make our own, that we write our own playbook, that we are the coach, and we come in after we write the playbook, and I feel like the universe just is here to keep us on track. So I feel like this is what this is. A lot of changes need to happen in order for you to stay on track for your prosperity. Yeah, there is some sort of a new financial goal or something that is happening in the 3D. Something is about to grow. There's about to be some cooperation. Something is going to give you stability in the month here. Wow. And destiny is here. That's the Wheel of Fortune. Lots of things are changing. So again, another major arcana. You don't have any control over that, right? All you can do is react or respond or learn the lessons that it brings. All right. Let's take a look at some tarot. Let's take a look at some tarot. We'll do some clarification for you, Pisces. Tell me what's coming up for Pisces in the month of September 2024. Tell me about Pisces. Tell me about Pisces, please. What is this temptation? Why does Pisces need to step back from this temptation? What is going to tempt Pisces, or possibly it's a codependent thing, something that wants an attachment with you, someone, a person, a situation. We do have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Look, I feel like that there is somebody coming back who wants to reconnect to you. So this person is somebody that you already know in the Pentacle world, and this is going to be a temptation for you. Whatever the temptation is, it's different for all of you. It doesn't have to be love, but you're going to be tempted to reconnect with someone who I think is somebody who has caused issues in your life in the previous months. It feels like this person is somebody that you disconnected from with the Five of Pentacles that wants to reconnect to you. And it does feel like this person wants to pull you back into an old vibration, or this person is somebody who wants to reattach themselves to you. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Wands, and I think what you're going to remember is that it was heavy back there. This person had placed a lot of burdens on you, or it was very burdensome to be in their energy, or very burdensome because they wanted you to do things that are out of your character. Like, that's what it feels like here. So the Ten of Wands, why do we have the Ten of Wands here? We have the Ten of Swords. Your advice here is to shut the door. Yeah. So in the past, I feel like you probably did shut the door on them. I think that you disconnected from them. Possibly you didn't shut the door, but you decided to disconnect with the Five of Pentacles. I feel like the Five of Pentacles now being in the reverse tells me they want to reconnect. But you know better. Like, we have two tens here, right? Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. Dropping burdens. I feel like you're just going to disconnect from this person. You're going to release them and disconnect them because it's just too heavy to be their friend. Or this could be a family member who's toxic. This person could be someone who has addictions. They could be someone who's trying to reconnect to you because they don't have any friends, because of the way that they run their life. It could be that. So I feel like you're supposed to take a step back and you're supposed to release this person. I don't feel it's going to be a very easy task. I feel like this person is really connected to you, or I want to say attached. They have an attachment to you. And I feel like it's going to be hard and hurtful, and you're going to have to go through this energy of, I feel like before you distanced yourself, but now you know you must tell them, no, I can't do this with you. So what do you need to step toward is this hope. And I feel like you're the shining star of the month. And so in this month, it feels like people are seeing you from a distance. That's why you're going to attract things to you here, that are, some are good and some are bad. But I feel like with the hope energy here, that you can heal. I feel like you've already healed, and that's why people are coming toward you here. Tell me about Pisces stepping toward hope. We have the devil coming up again. What's going on? That's what it is. It's like your bright star is shining and everybody can see it. So it's attracting every single insect. I want to say, I feel like it's attracting some people that you don't want to attract. That's what it feels like here. I crack myself up sitting here in my dining room. All right. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we do have the Page of Swords. You've learned your lesson, and I think you've already healed from the devil energy, but I think it's going to be persistent. This person wants you to invest in them, or they want you to invest in their business, or they want you to start something new with them. They want you to get on a new path. But look, I love you. But look, you're my best friend. But look, you're my daughter. You're my son. Or whatever it is, whatever the relationship is. But I think you've learned better of it here. The Page of Swords is the student, the one that sort of does the digging and the Googling, and, the person who's already learned the lesson. They are the student of life, and their mind is open. It's malleable, right? It's something that you've already learned here. And I feel like this person is coming toward you with some sort of an investment. So whether it's an investment in friendship, loveship, or a business, a financial thing, I feel like you've already learned your lesson here, because the Page of Swords is appearing. So what will your finances bring? I feel like it's bringing wisdom for sure. You're learning about it. We've got the Hanged Man. Oh, you're going over things. You're getting a different perspective on your financial situation. So look, Virgo season is that season to go over details. Get the crap all in order. Cut away things that you don't need, right? This triumphant success here tells me you're having breakthroughs this month. So I feel like this is a perspective. You needed a different perspective, needed to learn wisdom, a different perspective on your finances. Why is that? So you could maybe have some adventures, go on some trips after saving some money, have some excitement, do some creative things. Maybe you've decided to embark on painting. Maybe you're going to buy a bunch of paint supplies, like for your house, or maybe like the creative way that you would like sell a painting. Like, it feels like somebody here is embarking on a new creative, exciting path, and you're at the beginning of something. And I feel like it's because you've had a new perspective on your finances that now you can afford to travel or have an adventure or do something that you've always wanted to do that makes you excited. And then we have, the Two of Wands. There is I think a a preparation here. You're preparing to do something that you want to do. Again, adventure, going out there. You're going to step off the edge and fly. Like, it feels like you are going to do something here that you've been waiting to do. So I feel like you had to get a hold of your finances, and I feel like you will do that sometime in September, and it's going to allow you to travel or do something adventurous that you've always wanted to do. All right. Well, how will you get your financial goals? How will you meet your financial goals? And I think it's because of this triumphant success. I think you really have had a breakthrough in either how to make more money, how to bring in more money. Maybe you got a side gig. Maybe you find out that you're really quite an artist and you end up selling those paintings. Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like you're having some sort of breakthrough, clarity, aha moment. It's triumph here. Tell me about the financial goals. Ah, there it is. You are listening to your wisdom. You are listening to the higher self. You're listening to your intuition here. I feel like you're at a place in your life right now, I want to say, where you are using whatever you've learned in this wisdom energy. And I feel like you are you're ruminating on it, I want to say. Like, maybe rumination isn't the best word to use, but it feels like you are sitting with it, quietly sitting with it and learning about it. I feel like your intuition is giving you answers that are going to lead you to triumph and success for your financial goals here. For some of you, you might be starting like a tarot business. Maybe you have psychic energy, right? Maybe you have psychic intuitive energy and you're ready to start some sort of a business. The breakthrough might be that you're going to reach your financial goals by getting a side gig. We do have the 9 of Swords and we do have the Lovers. So it's a choice that you've got to make, because I feel like whatever it is that your financial goals are, it's almost like you're scared of making the wrong choice, scared of bringing the wrong thing into your life. It feels like with the 9 of Swords, it's worrisome. It's like it didn't work in the past. Why would it work in the future? It's a place where you're kind of stuck. And I want to say your intuition is going to get you out of this cycle that you've been stuck in with finances, because the 9 of Swords is here and then we have the 1 sword under here, which is 10. So I feel like you're releasing something, a block of some sort. It could be an intuitive block, a psychic block, but it could be just a block of the mind, right? We're looking at swords. I feel like you have to make a choice to do something, to do something new. Like I said, it might be a side gig that eventually takes over your place of work. Like, maybe you work somewhere and you want to start a side gig, and I think that's the deal. I feel like you're going to be doing some sort of side gig that I think is going to work out really well, because I feel like you're being watched by angels. I want to say that it's going to work out for you here, and it's going to be something that you really love, whatever it is that you begin here. So what is the most important thing that you should be working on? It's the heart chakra. I feel like for somebody here that you've had your heart closed off, that maybe you're just like not into it. I'm not even thinking about getting into a relationship else, but it doesn't have to be a relationship. The heart chakra is necessary for many things. It's necessary for stability of your body. It's very necessary to connect to family and friends as well. It's not just about love. The heart chakra, when it's open, you're more go with the flow when the heart chakra is open. You're more willing to look at things in an emotional way rather than just head over heart. So what is the most important thing that you need to be working on here? We do have the 7 of Swords, being honest with yourself. So I want to say no more keeping the heart chakra under the surface. It's time to start letting people see that you are an emotional being, Pisces. Now, it might be easy for some of you, but for some of you it's hard because you have other placements. For me, I'm a Taurus sun, which is sort of, solid and grounded, and I'm not into the emotional thing a lot of the time, but I am a Pisces moon. So when I finally connected Taurus to Pisces, I started crying a lot. I started being a blubber face. So I want to say that somebody here has been hiding their feelings under the surface, or hiding their emotions under the surface, feeling like maybe people tell you, oh, you cried everything. What's your problem? Keep crying. Keep doing it. It's really important that you stop hiding the way you feel from people. So I feel like that's a change that's coming this month that you are supposed to work on, not hiding how you feel emotionally from people. Ooh, the Tower's here. So I feel like the heart chakra is going to be opened by the Tower. There is some sort of a realization or a breakdown of something that is going to make you really emotional here. It feels like it's almost like a revelation. It's busting through the Seven of Swords. When the Tower shows up, it's because you've asked for help with something. It's like you want to make a change, or you want help with something. For instance, it's like, please give me strength. Give me strength to get through this situation. Well, the universe doesn't come by and just sprinkle you with pixie dust and give you strength. The universe sends you situations that are really hard, where you can cultivate courage and strength, right? Where you can practice holding back instead of just letting it fly. So I feel like the Tower is showing up here because I feel that you were stuck in the Seven of Swords for a while. It feels like you kept your feelings underneath the surface because maybe someone said something to you along the way, like, do you gotta cry at everything? Like, it feels that way. So the Tower here is releasing illusions. And the illusion is that I'm not a person who cries all the time. Well, you don't have to cry for everything, but I feel it's time that you show your emotions. So we do have the Three of Cups, and that is celebration. It's happiness. This is not a bad tower. This is a tower of realization or revelation. And it's going to open your heart chakra. I feel like you're going to be coming upon a new soul tribe or new friends, I want to say, or possibly reuniting with old friends. That might be what happens when your heart chakra opens. Maybe you were closed off to it. Maybe it could be new friends, but I feel like it's happiness, celebration. All right. Let's look at the romantic partner in the future. So I feel like that the Truth card, which is judgment, to me is always a positive card, because it's like the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's like something was over and done, or you thought it was, and the universe comes along and says, do you want that back? Do you want that? Do you want to get into another relationship? And I'm not talking about an old person, because this is new energy, but I'm talking about, do you want to try getting into the relationship cycle again? That's what I think is coming back around, is a relationship cycle. And you're going to have to make some sort of a decision about, how can I do this in a balanced way? You can see this person's got their back to us, and there is another tray over here, which tells me that this person is probably on the, it's like on the thing of justice. Do you know what I mean? Trying to even things out, trying to find what the best thing is. What is the best thing to do? I got to stay in balance. I don't want to get out of balance. It feels like there is a decision that needs to be here. You need to be honest with yourself and somebody else, but there is some sort of a romantic partner, I do believe, coming in the future. We do have the Nine of Cups in the reverse, so it is weighing things against the Nine of Cups. Is this happiness? The Nine of Cups is in the reverse, and I feel like the Nine of Cups is saying to me, is this really going to make me any happier than I am right now? I feel like you really need to make a decision. Maybe you're a person who isn't really happy when you don't have a mate or a partner. Some people love to be partnered up. We do have the Four of Swords, and we have the King of Wands. So I do believe that there is somebody that is arriving here. I see now why you were kind of, the Nine of Cups is in the reverse. Because I think you need to make a decision about what the wish fulfillment is. And once you realize what type of wish fulfillment you want, I do believe that the Nine of Cups turns upright. The Nine of Cups in the reverse for me is, I don't need to be that happy. Happiness is for other people. This type of wish fulfillment happens for other people. It doesn't happen for me. But I feel like once you heal that somebody arrives. And it doesn't have to be an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. This is the King of Wands, who is masculine leaning, but also has feminine energy. It feels like you feel inspired now to try again in a relationship. So I feel like you go from in the month of September, you might start out at the beginning saying, you know what, I just don't need anyone else in my life. I've got enough on my plate, to healing a little bit and coming to a place of, maybe the last person did break my heart, but maybe I am open to at least trying to balance something with somebody. And so I feel like the King of Wands shows up. But I feel it for you, it's going to be a decision, right? You're going to decide whether you want somebody in your life or not ultimately, and it's going to be your decision. But I do believe it's almost like something is resurrecting itself, but I don't think it's a person. I feel like it's a feeling of, okay, maybe I'm ready after some healing. Maybe I'm ready to resurrect those feelings and give them to somebody else. So we do have the Three of Swords. We have the Moon card. you had to do a lot of shadow work. It feels like you have come out of some sort of a relationship here where I feel you've been healing for a long while. We've got Cancer and Pisces, healing the feelings. I feel like somebody really broke your heart, broke your feelings, and maybe it is time for reciprocity with somebody else. But there is something that is coming up here. Look at this with the Wheel of Destiny. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune coming up with the page, the Ace of Pentacles. That's what this is. So I do believe that there is some really good stuff coming for you this month. New doors are opening. That's the prosperity begins. It could be financial. It doesn't have to be. But we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which you also have no control over. There's so many major arcanas here, so many changes going on. You'll be making decisions. And I feel like it goes from being still to being like more than you can bear. It feels like it's a lot of stuff all at once, but it feels like there is going to be some sort of an issue that's going to be resolved through forgiveness. It's a block that you've had. And I feel like it might start here with this person who is coming back into your life. And I feel like you're going to have to tell them no and end the relationship or friendship with them. Look, it could be a twin. I'm just saying, not everybody's twin is going to be healed. They may come back and be a hot freaking mess. And you might have to put up your boundaries and say, no, I can't do it. So it is what it is. Take it as it resonates for you. And I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you, Pisces, my water family. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.